Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Josh and you're watching C3S Garage. In today's video, I have a very simple video. I'm just going to speak about the amount of noises, creaks, and just weird stuff that happens to this car that makes it a very annoying driving situation for you. Now, this is specifically if you're trying to buy a Tesla and you are not sure about the Juniper or the 2026 model, whatever, and you're looking at an older Tesla, this is the perfect video for you, as I will instruct you on what to buy, what to get to subdue some of the noises that are happening to this car, rattles, creaks, all that stuff. This video is not sponsored. This is just the stuff that I bought and that I've done DIY for the car because there is so many noises with this car and it's just becoming such a big frustration. I absolutely love this car. However, the noises, the creaks, and the rattles are they're just getting ridiculous. I've done everything I've can aside from switching the suspension on the car, and I will say that I do have a performance model, which means there's a stiffer suspension on this car and it's also lowered by a couple of inches, which means that it just rides harsher. But these things apply to pretty much every Tesla that I've been in. So with that being said, I just want to show you guys a couple of things that I've done to make sure that the rattles, the creaks, and the noises are a little bit less. At the end of the day, you're just gonna have to put your volume up or lower the windows to avoid a lot of these rattles because a lot of them are just impossible to get rid of. Alrighty, starting with the front portion, what I've done is I've added a weather strip all around the hood to not only help it from water and all that stuff, but also to keep the hood not rattling or not bringing any air in between. There is a big problem with Teslas having air in the cabin, and although this is not my main issue, it is very loud, especially there's a lot of road noise. So that this all-weather situation, this all-weather strips help it during your freeway drive. It helps it keep the wind noises to a minimum. So that works great. I've also went ahead and added another strip, a thicker strip right over here to make sure that whole rumble stops in the front. I went ahead and added a weather strip as well over here, and I added another strip over here to make sure that no water goes into here and also the noises stay to a minimum. So this is just the front, and as you guys can tell, I've added 1, 2, 3, and 4 different strips to make sure that this stays quiet and it doesn't rattle quite as much. Now, the front is not a big issue. The big issue starts going towards the back of the car. So let's go. Moving into the door, the first thing that I added was this part right here. And I think it just looks nicer. It doesn't really help anything. I think it just looks nicer. I went ahead and added foam all around here. So that way the plastic doesn't collide with the weather strip and make weird noises or kind of not a creak, but just a annoying noise of plastic against plastic. Also went ahead and added another piece of foam right over here, very professional cut. I went ahead and added a weather strip right over here. This is an aftermarket strip and you can get that from Amazon or eBay. I went ahead and added some more foam over here to make sure that the plastic didn't push against the metal because it does cause a noise. Moving into the back door, I also added a strip over here. I have the weather strip right over here, as you guys can tell. So there's 2 strips in one portion of the door, and then there's 3 coming in together. The strip goes all the way down. I went ahead and added another strip right over here. I went ahead and added this one as well, which is already coming off. As you guys can tell, this doesn't work that well. I went ahead and added another piece of foam over here, so that way that door doesn't move against the metal. And I went ahead and added foam as well right over here. As you guys can tell, it's kind of peeking through and it goes all around the plastic. I also went ahead and added little foam stoppers here and foam right over here because this thing creaks when you're driving. Keep my seatbelts buckled because the seatbelt knocks around here and it creates weird noises. I also went ahead and added foam to this part because this thing creaks when you're driving. So I went ahead and added foam to that. These seats have a massive internal issue, specifically with the middle seat belt, and it creaks when you're driving, and that is an impossible thing to solve unless you have warranty and you are able to get that seat belt replaced because it creaks like there's no tomorrow and there is nothing you can do unless you're able to replace that. Moving into the ceiling or the roof of the car, I went ahead and added a weather strip right here or a weather gasket right over here. It goes all around the panoramic sunroof, and that kind of helped with the vibration as well as the cabin noise. It did feel different, but it's still, it's still a Tesla, so you'll hear noises here and there. Not as much on the wind noises, but just creaks, which is very annoying. Now, right on the back, and this part right here is probably where I have the most amount of issues with the car. It's gotten to a point where it feels a lot better, but it's just terrible the way they built this liftgate. So let's get started. Went ahead and added foam right over here. You can tell where the door hits right here. Went ahead and added stoppers over here. Actually went ahead and tweaked all the stoppers to make sure that the liftgate aligned properly, but I went ahead and added some foam so that way there's no plastic rubbing against, hard plastic. Went ahead and added all this weather strip all the way to the end. Coming back, I went ahead and added weather strips over here. Again, you can get these ones from eBay or Amazon. This one follows right over here as well and goes all around. Went ahead and added more foam right in between. This part right here, you can add tubing in between, but I didn't want to go through that trouble because then you do have to tweak the liftgate. Also went ahead and added more foam right over here that goes all around it. As you guys can tell, there's markings, and that's because this part hits against it, so that way it pressures it. I haven't had any water leaks, which is really, really good. And I haven't had any issues, and it's rained really bad in Houston lately, so that's very good. Went ahead and added a parcel shelf. It helped a lot with the noise. I think this works really, really good. I'm pretty happy with it, and it did help a little bit with the overall kind of drone noise. I went ahead and added some more foam right next to the seat belts to make sure there was no plastic rubbing. Right over here, you can see how there's still foam in here, and I added a couple of stoppers in between so that way this plastic doesn't rub against the metal. Right over here, same thing, more weather stripping. And again, I added the weather stripping all around the bottom as well to make sure that there's no air coming in through them. Also went ahead and added some more over here. Same thing I did on the other side. And then right here, as well as right over here. And in between the lights, this plastic clicks against the metal and it causes vibrations and it sounds like crap. So yeah, those are the things that I did on the liftgate. And as you guys can tell, there is a lot of stuff that you must do. Also went ahead and added some more stoppers over here and over here to make sure that there's no plastic rubbing against it or no pressure to where it starts creaking or making weird clicky noises. Went ahead and covered this part right here with a top, and then this part I left it blank specifically because that's where the subwoofer is at. When you put a top to it, you kind of diminish the noise of the sub, and I personally do like hearing that, so I left this one open. But I went ahead and added double-sided tape to the whole line for this part and this part, just because I didn't want to deal with that. Now, there is a ginormous flaw with this liftgate, and I wish I could show you guys, but I had to pretty much put double-sided tape on every single area for this liftgate for it not to move. I actually just realized that I put foam in here as well. Oh, and I actually have some stoppers in here as well, as you guys can tell right here, and then there's another one right over there. The biggest flaw that this liftgate has is the simple fact that there is a ton of clips that secure this plastic to this metal. And the problem with those clips is that those clips have rattles. Each one of them has a specific rattle, and you must either replace all of them, so pretty much all the clips that go around here, there's like 20 of them right on this side only, or you need to remove the washer, the plastic washer that is in between the clip that causes the rattle. So there's two options. The first option is removing every single clip on this car. That means that you have to take both panels off. There's only a few connections and there's no screws, so it's all by clips. So it's fairly easy and it's not time consuming. But replace every single clip that's here. Buy some from Amazon that don't have the rattles, because these particular clips have a little washer, a plastic washer in between that rattles. And it's terrible because it sounds like little maracas. It's just really, really bad. So you can either go ahead and buy some Amazon ones and replace all of them and make sure that they fit accordingly. Or you can grab a pair of scissors and cut each washer from the clips, which I did, and it actually helped a lot. Now, with all that being said, all I'm trying to show you guys is the amount of work that you have to go through if you are trying to get a Tesla and you have a bit of a problem with noises and creaks. If you feel like you don't have this issue and you are careless free about those noises, then more power to you. I personally hate them. I've literally riding in the back of the seat, like literally on the trunk area, while my wife drives the car just so I can hear the noises. It's gotten to that point. I'm trying to just create awareness to a problem that's very specific to Teslas. I don't have that issue with this SUV, obviously, and I obviously have that issue with this one, but this one is expected because this one's a 50-year-old car and it still has less problems and less creaks and noises than the Tesla. I've actually gone ahead and added a few strips over here as well on this one because I do have an issue with noises. I don't like them. But for this car, it's pretty much expected. On this car, which is considered a luxury vehicle, it's just not acceptable. I also wanted to point out that these ones also have a little rattle sometimes, not every time, but just pry it a little bit and put some double-sided tape, make sure they stick together, and that's the end of it. With that being said, I absolutely hope that this video was helpful for you guys. I know there's a lot to cover and I know there's a lot of things that this car kind of has problems with, especially the liftgate. You're gonna have so many issues with the liftgate, rattles and clickies and noises because it's just endless. I've gotten to a point where it drives very, very good. It doesn't sound quite as bad. The only problem that I have is obviously the one I point out with the middle seat belt, and unfortunately my car is out of warranty, so that's not a thing for me anymore. But I've managed to add foam, and I've thrown a whole bunch of shit through this area, and it's gotten quiet, and obviously it doesn't rattle quite as much, especially when I'm driving. But yeah, that's the extent of what I've done to make sure that this doesn't sound quite as bad. And yeah, it's gotten better. But with that being said, if you guys are buying a Tesla, the quality control for some of these things is just not there. And yeah, it's just not there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys find a solution to this, or a better solution than what I have currently. But if you're planning on getting a Tesla, be sure to buy a ton of foam, a ton of double-sided tape, and a ton of just sound deadening applications, because this car will need it. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.